Welcome to another edition of Mic'd Up. The Louisiana Raging Cajuns continue Sunbelt play this weekend with a trip to Mobile to face a sneaky good South Alabama team. So for a preview, who better to bring on than a familiar face to Acadiana, David Schultz, the host of The Game Plan on Sports Radio 105.5 in Mobile. Dave, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Seth. Thanks very much for having me.
So, Dave, let's start with this hot start for South Alabama. 3-0, including victories over Southern Miss and Bowling Green. What's made the Jags successful so far?
Well, it's been the defense. The offense got all the pub in the beginning of the year with Jake Bentley from South Carolina and Utah transferring in. Kareem Walker, Power 5 transfer. He came in. They had 11 transfers in all. Jamal Brooks on the defensive side. But it really has been the defense. The offense has been very inconsistent. They've only played well in 4 out of 12 quarters so far. The defense, though, has been outstanding. They allow only about 50 yards in rushing on the ground per game.
So this is year one of the Kane Womack era, who I know is one of, if not the youngest coach in the FBS. What's the biggest changes maybe that you've noticed with Womack taking over?
Well, he's incredibly positive. Just in general, he seems to be very positive. Also, a little bit different than most college programs. We have wide open practices. He's got a really good idea coming from Indiana, what he wants to do. He picked South Alabama as the place that he wanted to be at. And again, going back to those 11 transfers, I think he had more transfers than the guys who signed up to come with it in his first class that was signed up in February. So, and he's got a lot of leadership, right? I mean, one of the matchups that I think Cajun fans are going to like, Jalen Tolbert will probably be the best player on the field. The wide receiver for South Alabama, wearing number 8, but he's going to be covered potentially by his high school mate, fellow Miguel Tulane alum, Eric Garrar. So that's going to probably be a key matchup in the game.
And you may have mentioned it a little bit there, but knowing Louisiana as well as you do too, what matchup do you think could decide this game?
Well, I think it's going to come down to Levi Lewis's decisions. For some reason, he can throw a 55-yard pass on a dime in the end zone, boom, touchdown, but seems to have an issue either trying to throw an 8-yard slant or out, or when he decides to run the football. For whatever reason, Levi just does not want to run the football, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure, you guys have watched this closer than I have, how many RPO plays they have distinctly run for Levi. But when given the opportunity, do I pass it? I'm rolling out to the left. I got 2 or 3 guys I can throw it to, or do I need to pick up the first down on a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3? I think that's going to be the key to the game. If the Jaguars can slow down the Cajuns' running game, they need to get pressure on Levi as well.
For UL, in their quest for a Sun Belt title game, this game has importance, don't get me wrong. But does South Alabama look at this contest like the Sun Belt West title game?
I think they look at more of a barometer of where they are. Kane Womack has a ton of admiration for Billy Napier and how he has built the program. And they set the culture, and the Cajuns players and all the staff members and everybody involved knows what's involved in getting to what they want to do, and they know what they're going to try and do Saturday against the Jaguars. The Jaguars are trying to set it up to be the Cajuns in 3.5 years.
That's David Schultz, host of The Game Plan on Sports Radio 105.5 in Mobile, Alabama. Dave, thank you so much for joining us.
Seth, thanks so much for having me.